Good afternoon. My name is Specialist Chavez. I will be giving you a unclassified brief on legal and the NCO leader. The overall risk assessment for today is going to be low. In the event of an active shooter, run, hide, fight is the motto. In the event of a fire, run the opposite way from the fire, finding your nearest exit. Hydrate as needed for this brief. Be aware of any and all tripping hazards that may be around you due to the fact we are inside an indoor facility. So the purpose of this brief is to explain the legal duties, responsibilities, and authorities a non-commissioned officer has in today's U.S. Army. Some key points we're going to be discussing today. What is an NCO? The duties of an NCO, responsibilities of an NCO, and the authorities of an NCO. What is an NCO? An NCO is a non-commissioned officer who is considered to be the backbone of the armed forces. An NCO is a leader inside of the military. NCOs guide and lead their soldiers as they grow and progress throughout the ranks. NCOs often attend various types of military schools and training sites to better themselves as leaders. NCOs, most importantly, uphold and train the standard. Duties of an NCO. NCOs have a legal and moral obligation to lead, teach, and train their soldiers. The three main types of duties that go into being an NCO are classified as specific duty, directed duty, and implied duty. First off, specific duty. The specific duty of an NCO pertains directly to that NCO's MOS. So for instance, I am a 31 Bravo military police. All my specific duties have been taught and trained at basic training and AIT and all throughout my drills. You can find more of the soldier specific duties in the UCMJ, Soldier Manual, the Army Training and Evaluation Program, and MOS job descriptions. The best example of a specific duty is you hand a blue book to a new trainee as an NCO, and you explain to this trainee the importance of learning the blue book because it's only going to bring them success as they grow and progress into the military. Directed duty. A directed duty is a duty a superior has given out either orally or in writing. It may not pertain directly to your job, but it's just something we have to do. It's directed. A few examples of directed duty is your superior can come up to you in the morning time, you're leading that PT formation. You're directed to do it verbally. A couple more examples of it is you have been directed by a superior to conduct CQ next Friday. Or even as simple as you are directed to do weapons maintenance. Those are all examples of directed duties. Implied duty. Implied duty is the soldier taking initiative to make sure all tasks and missions are completed successfully and in a timely manner. Examples of an implied duty. As an NCO, I can hand a soldier a blue book, and the soldier will know just to start reading it because they know that it's right and just, and they don't have to be told to do something. Such as they know how to keep their rooms clean, and they know that they need to keep their rooms clean. It's an implied duty. We know it's right, and we know we have to do it. Now we will transition into NCO responsibilities. NCO responsibilities start with the NCO being charged of holding themselves accountable first for what they do or do not do. NCOs are responsible for the care, training, and education of every soldier that may report to them. NCOs are most importantly responsible for the soldier and equipment readiness at all times. NCOs also are responsible for implementing the commander's intent. The responsibilities fall into two direct categories: command responsibility and individual responsibility. Command responsibility. Commanders give out the responsibility to the NCO. It is up to the NCO to fulfill all duties and responsibilities put out by command to ensure individual, team, and unit success. An example of command responsibility. The commander comes up to you as an NCO and tells you, I need all weapons maintenance and inventory no later than 1700. It is now on you as the NCO, put in charge by the commander, to carry out this task. You have a responsibility to finish this task by 1700. That is an example of command responsibility. Individual responsibility. Individual responsibility is self-explanatory. As a soldier in the Army, you know you need to conduct yourself in a nice manner in and out of uniform. As an NCO, NCOs are not only in charge of themselves, but the soldiers that report directly to them. So they must be aware of what their troops are doing in and out of uniform. They also must be aware that their troops are always watching them. They're in a glass house. Authority. Authority is given to an NCO through the command staff. Authority in the military gives the NCO the power to direct and supervise the actions of authority, of the actions of the soldiers who report to them. Two types of authority is command authority and general military authority. Command authority. Command authority is authority that NCOs have due to their rank or assignment. Example of this authority is command telling the NCO to get barracks maintenance done. The NCO can now delegate this task to his or her troops to make sure the task is done in a timely manner. That is command authority. General military authority. General military authority is a broad authority given out to all troops or service members. It allows the leaders to take appropriate and legal corrective actions whenever a service member commits a breach of military discipline. An example of general military authority is if your platoon sergeant is on leave or at the restroom, no one's stepping up to take his spot in front of the formation. So you yourself as an NCO have the authority to get up there and take that platoon sergeant's spot. You have the authority to carry out what the platoon sergeant needs to be done while the platoon sergeant's out at that time. Once the platoon sergeant returns, of course you return back to your squad, your team, wherever you are the leader in, and you conduct your authority at that spot. So in summary, we went over NCO leadership, NCO duties, NCO responsibility, and NCO authority. Is there any questions? And that will conclude this brief.